She was only 9 years old, walking barefoot through the marble floors of a giant building she didn't belong in. In her small hands, she held a brown leather wallet, heavy, expensive, clearly belonging to someone influential. Most kids would have kept the cash, but not her. She clutched it tight, searching for its owner with a heart full of honesty and hope. When she finally found him, a billionaire in a sharp blue suit, no one could have imagined that this small act would change both of their lives forever. Watch until the end. Wait a second. Tell us where you're watching from in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories like this. Maya lived in a small neighborhood at the edge of the city. Her mother cleaned offices to make ends meet, and Maya often waited outside tall glass buildings after school, reading old library books and watching people in suits rush by. She dreamed of becoming one of them one day. Not for the money, but for the dignity her mother never received. One sunny afternoon, as Maya waited for her mother in the lobby of a corporate tower, she noticed a wallet lying on the polished floor. She picked it up gently. Inside were several credit cards, business IDs, and a thick wad of cash. The name on the card read, Edward Langford, CEO, Langford Enterprises. Maya didn't know who he was, but she knew one thing for sure. She had to return it. Her mother always said, "What's not yours? Never bring home?" Maya looked around the lobby but couldn't spot the man from the photo ID. People passed her by, guards, employees, visitors. None paid attention to the small girl standing there, clutching a wallet nearly the size of her face. She approached the reception desk nervously. "Excuse me, ma'am," she said softly. "Someone dropped this." The receptionist looked up, slightly surprised. "Where did you find it?" Maya pointed toward the entrance. A few minutes later, security confirmed it belonged to Edward Langford, the billionaire owner of the building. They said he was still upstairs in a meeting. Maya waited quietly in the corner, her backpack on her shoulder, her heart pounding. When Mr. Langford finally stepped out of the elevator, surrounded by assistants and investors, Maya hesitated. Should she approach him? But courage outweighed fear. She walked up to him and held out the wallet. For a moment, time stood still. The busy lobby went silent as the billionaire bent down to meet her gaze. "Is this yours, sir?" she asked, her voice trembling slightly. He blinked in surprise, taking the wallet from her small hands. Everyone around expected him to nod and move on. But instead, he stayed frozen, studying her innocent face, realizing that this tiny girl, dressed in faded clothes, had done what many adults wouldn't. His world, built on deals, profits, and numbers, suddenly felt very small. Mr. Langford asked Maya her name and how she found the wallet. When she told him, he felt a sting of guilt. He had walked through life believing people experiencing poverty often looked for what they could take. But here was a child proving him wrong. He turned to his staff and said quietly, "This little girl just gave me a lesson no business school ever could." Reporters nearby caught the moment. A photographer snapped a picture of Maya handing him the wallet, both smiling, a rare, genuine smile from the man known for his cold demeanor. That photo spread across social media within hours. Headlines read, "Poor girl's honesty melts billionaire's heart." But for Maya, it wasn't fame that mattered. It was that she made someone see goodness again. The following week, Edward Langford visited Maya's neighborhood. He met her mother, who was stunned to see him standing at their small doorstep. He thanked Maya again and handed her a letter. Inside was a full scholarship to one of the city's best schools. "For your honesty and heart," it read. Years later, Maya became the first from her community to graduate with honors. She founded the charity, the Honest Hearts Foundation, which helps underprivileged children access education. At every event, a framed photo of her as a little girl handing over that wallet stood beside her, a symbol that kindness can change destinies. Sometimes, the smallest act of goodness can echo louder than all the wealth in the world. Where are you watching from? Take care.